Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are rejoining the crew of the Artemis here in orbit of the moon. Still docked and everything, but it's time to go ahead and bring them home. We've got all our resources transferred over. I went ahead and set up a node to put us on a free return trajectory, so hopefully we won't have to make any more corrections after this. I should unlock our get home free fuel, shouldn't I? Yeah, this burn's going to take about 895 meters per second. In our primary tank, there's 543 left, but this is our get home free fuel that I've kept locked for pretty much all of it. And that takes our total available Delta D to 1,562. Oh, and that's even with with the lander attached. I have this curiosity about maybe bringing the lander home with us because it's super unrealistic and this is Kerbal Space Program. But I wonder if that would offset our balance too much or be too much of a load for the parachutes. Wow. It's something to consider for later episodes. I don't know if I really want to attempt it just yet. So we're just going to go ahead and ditch it, undock. Yeah, I should be at the one that has a crew in it, and we'll just pull ourselves a little bit away. And we've got 1 hour and 9 minutes to kill until our return burn. So we'll just go ahead and watch these two slowly drift apart. Goodbye, faithful lander. You were pretty much flawless in your execution of this mission. I'm very pleased with you, despite being kind of ugly. Let's not tell him that to his face, though. He's a sensitive soul. Alright, and let's get some real-time warping going. I'm sure all of them are very eager to return home. Oh, you know what? Before I make this burn, I should probably double-check the contract and make sure that at least... I can get rid of you for right now, Delta V stats. Alright, yeah, human moon landing, we're not going to do that. Okay, good. This one is still checked off. All we have to do is lander splash down. I don't know why we have that check for Biome Midlands. That's totally not what we did. Oh well. Alright. We are going to come back to satisfy that contract in all honesty, and we'll talk about the impactor contract when we go to do that also. Because I think I have figured out a way to at least, even if KSP won't give me credit for the contract, I figured out a way to satisfy it, at least mathematically. At least I think I have. A little shaky on that subject, but we'll get more into that as I have the details sorted. So, 32 minutes. Burn time is NA. That's always fun to know. We are pretty light, however, so I don't imagine it's going to take more than 5 minutes, considering our burn to capture into orbit was about 7 minutes. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and get pointed at the node. There we go. Still a minute or so to kill. Okay, good. The engine is on. Is that supposed to be a city? Is that my first moon city? Or am I just seeing some of the texture mapping go crazy? Because I've seen other people in 1.1.3 playing that had cities mysteriously rendered on the moon. I have not had that happen yet. And yeah, considering you have to be at just the right angle, I don't think that's what's going on here. Oh well, I'll stop nitpicking now. Let's just go ahead and scrub off about another minute here. Oh, Earthrise. Okay, that's kind of awesome. I do like that a lot. Alright, I'm 6 minutes. I'm assuming it's going to take about 5, so we should start the burn in about 2.5. We'll probably start it a little early, just to be nice about things. Alright, 4 minutes 47. Let's ullage our engine here. Come on. And it's green. Light it up. Yeah, total burn will take 3 minutes and 30 some odd seconds. So my 5-minute estimation was very wrong. And goodbye, little lander. I wonder if you'll relay signals there without anyone in the cockpit doing the nothing that actually entails when you have a radio. Oh well. We're heading home, and I'm sure Yegor, Nina, and retired comedian John Oliver are very happy about that. John Oliver is probably going to rank up thanks to this mission and be the highest ranking non-pilot in the space program. Because I think he's the only non-pilot to set foot on the moon. Of course, we will be changing that. We'll be taking an entirely different crew on our return trip in a few episodes. I'm not going to do this back-to-back because that's just torture. I wouldn't do that to you guys, don't worry. We'll find something else interesting to do. But I am going to pop out to the map view so that I can monitor our telemetry for a little bit here. Yeah, not quite at escape velocity, but that's to be expected. So it looks like I will be doing a bunch of this fine-tuning by hand. Oh well. No big deal. We got plenty of fuel. Oh man, 1,400 meters per second. And that's after having done at least 300 meters per second of this burn. Artemis, you have proven yourself quite useful. I cannot wait to send you to other locations. Not in Earth orbit. Yeah, the view in there's got to be pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. Earth just barely clipping over the window. It's a happy time. Alright, back to actually paying attention to things. We're probably still not, yeah, at escape. So not a whole lot of monitoring that I have to do just yet, although could tune in to this node a little better. There we go. Alright. And so any minute now, we will escape, well, we will have imparted enough energy to escape the moon's gravity, and I can start actually paying attention to what's going on here. Yeah. Here comes our periapsis. So if we could just get that right on the very first try, that would be great. Yeah. That last 150 always takes the longest. Yeah. The numbers pressed against Earth, I can't see what they are, and I totally need to see what they are. And I also need to fly, and I also need to move my mouse. Yeah, down to 4 million, 3 million. Apparently we've gone way past the node. Oh well. 1 million. Stop. Oh, that's a bit far. We're going to use RCS to raise that periapsis a little bit, just by hitting the reverse key. Oh man, this worked out pretty well. Alright, 56, that seems good. RCS off. I don't know. I came in too high last time and skipped off the atmosphere 3 times. And I would really rather not repeat that cycle. Oh man, is that a better shot than before? That is awesome. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I'll stop fudging with the eye candy now. And we still got 816 meters per second left, so we had plenty of fuel to do some adjustments around the moon should we have needed them. We will also just save and double check. Alright, and it's time to bring them home. So, time warp. Woof. Goodbye, moon. Always awesome. And there it is, home. And I think we changed SOI. Yep, and we are just a mere 2 days of free fall away from Earth. That's so interesting, just watching the Earth spin while we just sit here, not moving. Not moving at all. Alright, let's just double check our resource panel here. Electric charge, we are charged and topped off. Hold on. What was getting full? Waste. Ruh-roh. So we made, well, I guess we can just ask them to start venting their poop into space. That's not unheard of. Yeah, our scrubbers are activated. Yeah, we're showing some carbon buildup, but plenty of food, water, and oxygen. I would say really how much? Yeah, they got like 2 months almost worth of supplies left here. Not a big deal. So I guess we really don't need to transfer. Actually, I say that and watch me skip off the atmosphere and spend 2 months in orbit. It's not going to hurt to just have things topped off, right? And I wonder if we get refunds for bringing some of this stuff back like you do with fuel. Am I actually saving money by bringing all these sandwiches home? Could be. Alright, we're not quite at a point where I'm going to start prepping the capsule for reentry, but we will get there soon. Actually, let's double check our periapsis. Yeah, still 57 kilometers. We're going to try this whole descent mode thing again. Alright, 4 hours out. Well, as I say that, now we're down to 2 hours. Awesome. So let's start getting things ready, and that basically just means arm parachute. Arm parachute. Armed. Armed. Okay. That's all them goodies. There's our electric charge holding. Excellent. Alright, everything looks pretty good, so we're just going to get in a little bit closer, and then it'll be time to dump the service module and hopefully bring these 3 home. So, yeah, less than an hour away now. Man, we're really picking up speed. 50 minutes. Should probably get the staging thing down. We'll want that in the correct place, I'm sure. Oh man, is it going to be a... we're going to be crossing the Terminator right as we start our reentry, so it's very likely we're going to land at night and in the South Pacific. Or not the South Pacific, that would be over here. It'd be neat if we came down right near Hawaii. I don't know if we're going to overshoot or undershoot. I don't even know if we're not going to skip off the atmosphere and go flying back into space. Although we have prepared for that contingency because it is apparently a thing. So, half an hour, guys. Y'all can sit around for just another half an hour. You've been at this for 11 days. Well, environmental visual enhancements is certainly doing its job. That is just awesome. You may need to just take a look at that for a second. It's really nice when it comes back and fills the whole view again. Earth, I mean. Except for whatever that is. I guess those are cities deciding if they do or don't exist. Alright, I'd say we're plenty close enough. Let's fire the RCS system back on and get ourselves angled to retrograde. That would be normal. We're probably looking somewhere like this. Yep, there it is. Wow, 10 kilometers a second. And still accelerating. Okay. I guess I will do the appropriate thing and ditch the service module off to a side instead of just straight behind us. After that close encounter at Mars, I think maybe a little more caution could be beneficial. But how long till we hit Atmo? Well, we're just 8 minutes from periapsis. Man, it seems like such a long way to go in 8 minutes. Yep. Look at how fast we are falling. Okay. That seems good enough. We're going to go ahead and ditch the service module now. And, well, after a quick save anyway, because I'm nervous. Alright. Detached. And there it goes. Alright, so now what we need to do is unlock our thruster fuel and angle ourselves into retrograde. There we go. Now, Jaeger, if you could just hold that steady for us, and I guess we should roll you into the appropriate descent mode configuration. Should have gone the other way with that. There you go. And we'll do the descent mode thing once the G load gets a little higher. Well, maybe I should have ditched that service module at a better angle. Now it's making me nervous because it's falling right. Oh, come on, just keep going. Just keep falling. Just keep falling. Good job. I think we're going to be clear. God, I hope we're going to be clear. Alright, here's Atmo. Thunk. Definitely going to be clear. Man, that is pretty close by. So maybe we'll get to see it break up and explode. That's always fun. Yeah, this could be interesting. I'm actually surprised it hasn't started to explode already. He says, just on cue. No survivors. Now that's why I do that, is because I just really enjoy watching that happen. Amazing the difference a heat shield makes. Alright, well, our apparatus is starting to fall. We're definitely imparting some drag here, and our ablator is ablating. I'm just going to monitor the G load. We'll get this ready so that I can turn on descent mode. Wow. Now we can probably deactivate the scrubber, save some of that battery. There's 4 Gs. Alright, turn descent mode on. Rather violently. G-load stabilized out at 5. I don't think that's the intended purpose. I don't think that's how you use that appropriately. Alright, well, we're climbing again. Come on, please don't skip. Yeah, now apogee is down to 3 million. We're still at 58 kilometers, so I'm just going to leave descent mode on even though our G-load is trailing. We could still deorbit this pass. Yeah, periapsis is falling. We have deorbited. I mean, we're climbing currently, and looks like we may get up to a fairly decent altitude. I mean, maybe. Our apogee is still falling pretty rapidly, but our periapsis is subterranean, I guess is the appropriate term here. So, we're definitely coming home. We're definitely coming home this pass. Let's just, I don't have time warp on, do I? Good. No. Let's see what that entails. Oh, yeah, wow. We're currently... yeah, that's going to keep falling. Maybe we will end up somewhere near Hawaii. That would be neat. Alright, now let's turn descent mode off. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to make it back out of the atmosphere, but we're certainly... I don't know, maybe. That is, it's not falling nearly as fast as I thought it was. Very interesting. Alright, we're about to hit Atmo again, and seeing as how we're now pretty ballistic, but still pretty energetic, I'm going to go ahead and turn descent mode on, and hope that this just kind of works out for us. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be, I mean, unless we get a whole lot of lift off of this, which, I don't know, maybe we could. Maybe we will cross back across the Terminator and get a daylight splashdown, but right now I would just not count on it. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing. Okay, we've still got plenty of N2O and MMH for our thruster control. Parachutes are armed. Science is in the capsule. Most of our crew is happy. Actually, yeah, they all look pretty happy right now. So let's just hope they stay that way. Or, I mean, really, they can be miserable as long as they're alive. I will be happy. And thunk, there's Atmo. And let's just get her done. Okay, we should be coming up on South America pretty soon. How much heat shield do we have left? Oh, plenty. Alright, well, let's see if we can clear this continent. Oh, wow. That mountain range is impressive. Andes, right? It actually kind of looks like we're not going to clear it, but it's just the angle. You look at it from here, then oh yeah, we're good, but holy crap. That is some jagged terrain. I guess what, we're flying over Chile? Maybe? I'll say my South American geometry is not that great, so I don't know. Feel free to correct me. I could be wrong. I apologize. Alright, well, RCS system seems to be fighting. I don't know why. Descent mode should have this on lockdown, but Jupiter over the horizon there. So we get some good serious braking now. Still descending, that's good. I think we are definitely getting some lift off of this capsule. You can see our apoapsis being pushed forward. No chance in hell we're going to clear South America. We are looking at a rainforest landing. That's just an awesome picture, though. Alright, 5 kilometers a second. Holding stable at right about 3.5 G. God. Yeah, we are just chewing through thruster fuel. Can we turn the RCS off and stay stable? We can. Let's do that. Hey, there's the moon. We just came from there. That's awesome. Also, no chance of us getting into daylight. Oh, that roll is going to worry me. Come on. We don't need to deflect direction. We just need to come home. I'd really like it if you'd just stay on target for me. Alright, looks like we're coming out of the thick of it. Hopefully we'll land someplace a little less jagged. Not on a hill. Preferably. Well, if there's no chance of you burning up and exploding now, I'm not going to care about that little yaw inconsistency. No big deal, yo. Alright. It looks like we're pretty much in the clear, provided, of course, we land on something relatively squishy and not endangered. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Flying over Earth's grasslands. Flying over Earth's tropics. Just in case. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got that one already. Never hurts to check, right? Can't just leave free science on the table. Yeah, still a lot of slowing down to do. I'm just going to leave descent mode on. Hope that we can just prolong this descent, because we're still moving pretty fast. Well, we're about to cross into the 1 kilometer per second territory. And there it is. We can now turn RCS off. We don't really care what direction we're facing. And seeing as how we're going to land on land, should probably ditch the heat shield. It saddens... No, I don't want to ditch the heat shield. I want that for padding. It is extra weight, but if it explodes and the capsule survives, I will be A-okay with that. So, let's just bring them home. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the rainforest. You know what else we should do is turn descent mode off. That made quite a difference. Yeah, you go ahead and wiggle around. No big deal. I hope you guys don't get motion sickness. I guess it'd be appropriate. We should be in the green on all of our parachutes. Yep, and there go the drogues. Excellent. I'm almost certain this is going to be yet another textbook mission for us. That makes me really happy. And it does look like we found someplace nice and seemingly flat to land, thankfully. There will be no picking the command pod out of the thick canopy tree level. Just a nice, easy walk through Earth's tropics. Good job. Yeah, at a very easy 5.4 meters per second. Good job, crew. Our first lunar landing in what I think is 10 years. Thunk. And we're down. The crew is safe. The capsule is returned. Everything here has fucking worked out for us. That was awesome. Very clean, very textbook mission. Kind of absent of the usual shenanigans that have plagued this program, but I'm not going to complain. Not even a little bit. We're going to go ahead and get these guys recovered, get their science accounted for, and I guess we should go check in on the Mars rover, huh? Well, I'll see you guys in just a second. All in all, not a bad haul, scientifically speaking. Our total net was 543.9. We're going to trade 81 of that in for reputation points that we still badly need. We're actually able to recover about 20 grand worth of value. Heat shield tank. What I want to know... yes, we do get paid for food, water, oxygen. We don't get paid for carbon dioxide or poop. Really makes me a little sad. You'd think there'd be some kind of scientific gain to study from studying things pooped in space. I could be wrong, though. That's just me. And let's check on our crew. Yegor has advanced to level 2. John Oliver did gain some experience. Nina did not, because she did not land on the moon. That's very interesting. I did not think Yegor was going to rank up on this, because he's already been to the moon and landed on it. John Oliver has not. Very interesting. Anyway, alright. I promised you we'd check on the Mars rover. Let's go check on the Mars rover. I'll see you guys in just a second. And, well, here we are, keeping up with the M-RoV, as it is making a very accelerated footage pace, and thanks to some nifty camera work, we are only seeing where it has been, because I did all this, basically set up some waypoints, went off to do other things, hit the record button, came back hours later sometimes, and turned the recording off or turned the recording back on. But this is a very long, broad drive through Mars's Midlands. The biome just hasn't changed for a while. There you saw a quick park and quick save, which is done because the brakes are on the signal delay, but the actuators are not. So if I want to get to stop, I just tell it to pause, pull up the wheels, let it beach itself for a second, stop long enough to hit the quick save button, and then get right back on course. So more or less it's on a southbound heading. We're heading towards Mars's South Pole. There's really about a day's worth of driving left to do on this particular leg of the mission. The rover should still be quite operational even after we get there, so we may just try to find a different biome and take him someplace else. Although I doubt I'll have footage of all of it, because it's it takes up massive amounts of space. But all in all, this is almost 2 hours worth of footage, just sped through, and you can just kind of see the nice rolling hills and the dunes of Mars flying by at such an accelerated pace. And lucky for us, because currently the rover has no connection with any satellites or Earth ground station, based on its rather low position on Mars's southern hemisphere. But all in all, he's been performing extraordinarily well, just handling that terrain and kicking ass all the way through it. I guess I just didn't really know what else to do with all this extra footage that I have. I've probably got 5 or 6 more clips just like this, but all in all, in about a week's time or so, if I hadn't had other things to do, I would have just let him finish his objectives and get to where he was going, because that's way more interesting than watching the hills bounce past us, and to see all of these nice places that we've been, stopping only briefly to take a look around, averaging speeds of about 13 meters per second. makes it nice and safe so that we're not going to flip over or explode or smash into too many things. So all in all, very high marks for this little guy. I really wish the lunar rover would have not gotten magically buried, because if it had performed half as well as this little thing, then we could have hit every single biome on the moon by now and gotten everything just shaken up and done. So that's our update on the Mars rover. Nothing else really to say, other than we will get there very, very soon. I mean, soon for you guys. Unabated by the fall of night. That's going to do it for us today, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and I'll see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.